What's up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nyash. Hoping you're having a fantastic morning. Now, of course, match day 2 of the Premier League is done and dusted. Serie A has kicked off. There's violence going down in Ligue 1, and Tusker are the new Kenya Premier League champions. Now, match day 2 of the Premier League is done and dusted now. And of course, we had blockbuster game being Arsenal versus Chelsea. Our first game at the Emirates Stadium. And man, I absolutely love the atmosphere there. I mean, the fans did make it sound really nice. I mean, it was fun to watch and hear, you know, just as a, you know, neutral fan, right? But of course, for me as an Arsenal fan, it was not easy, man, to just watch it on a neutral perspective because my team was playing. And this is our second game, and we did not win again. We lost again, 2-0, like we did against Brentford. So Chelsea, of course, they were the better team. I feel like Chelsea were the better team. They had more passes. They had 22 attempts. 5 on target. Arsenal had 5 attempts in total. I think only 2 or 3 were on target. As in, clearly, they had more passes than us. Their passes were more accurate than ours. We were just absolutely terrible considering how Chelsea were. I mean, I would not say like Chelsea were absolutely good because I felt like the second half they just kind of relaxed a little bit, not like how they did in the first half. So, yeah, tuliponyoka. On another day, that would have been more like a 4-0 kind of loss, if you ask me. Yeah, we created absolutely nothing. Passes zetu zilikuwa heavy, not well weighted, as in... It was just wrong. It was just wrong. And then, we were missing Ben White. We were missing Gabriel. We were missing Aubameyang again. We still have Thomas Partey out. As in, look, as much as we want to judge Arteta, he's playing with a squad that is totally incoherent right now in terms of missing key players. Like I said, I just mentioned 4 key starters for Arsenal. Look at any team in the Premier League, take off their 4 best players, and they are doomed. No team in the Premier League, honestly, can win without 4 of their best players, or 4 of their best players in the starting 11. Strongest starting 11. So it's crazy. And then in that game, Kieran Tierney got injured. I hope it's nothing serious. Martinelli also got injured. It's trouble after trouble after trouble. And this is why I kind of find it a bit harsh to judge Arteta, even though he's not like free of any mistakes. But I mean, look at the squad he's working with. Now, of course, he brought in Odegaard. He could not feature for that game. I think his visa was not cleared in time. So for me, I'm waiting. And the problem with this is, next game we're facing is Manchester City. We have conceded 4 goals now. We don't have even a single goal. Now, after Man City, we are going on an international break. Then we come back. That will be in September. So we're looking at potentially a month of August where we have no goal of the month. I mean, I don't know how they'll get that one. Maybe they'll have to watch it from the training videos. I have no clue. It's crazy, man. So we're playing against Man City on Saturday. I think the early kickoff, if I'm not wrong. This is coming Saturday, so it's gonna be crazy, man. Of course, teams like Odegaard, guys like Odegaard will be back. Maybe Aubameyang will start. Time will tell on that one. Ben White still, I think he'll be out. He has been mentioned that he might be missing that game. So, yeah, all in all, a nail for Arsenal. On Saturday, we had, of course, former Premier League champions. Yes, 1920 champions, Liverpool kicking off at Anfield. Of course, we all know Anfield with the fans. I mean, they were excited. The atmosphere at Anfield is always palpable. You can almost touch it. And they needed that and much more to beat Burnley. They won the game 2-0. Sadio Mane with a heck of a goal, by the way. His second goal that he scored for Liverpool was fantastic. Diogo Jota can't stop scoring now, can he? I think he has 2 in 2 now. Yeah, so he's doing quite good. And at 5 p.m. you had a plethora of games. You had Man City clapping Norwich, a good one. That's how you bounce back from getting beat as league champions. Gabriel Jesus was very industrious in that game, if you ask me. I think he created, 2 assists? Jack Grealish got off on the scoring charts. He had a goal at a car. Didn't do much for it. I just feel like he was at the right place at the right time, and maybe that's why you need some time. So, yeah, you can't blame him for that. So they won that game 5-0. Norwich again now. They have been clapped. 5 by Man City, and they were beaten, I think, 3 by Liverpool. Minus 8 goal difference. Crazy. At the same time, you had Brentford, the team that beat Arsenal, playing against Crystal Palace. They could not crack Crystal Palace like how they did Arsenal. I wonder what that says about Arsenal. I mean, Brentford beat us 2-0, but they could not beat Crystal Palace. Damn, crazy. I actually felt Crystal Palace would have won that game. They had the better chances, but still not clinical enough. At the same time, you had Leeds versus Everton, man. The atmosphere again at Elland Road, rapturous, crazy, as in especially when Rafinha scored the equalizer. Your equalizer, by the way, it was a heck of a goal. Fantastic strike.
Calvin Phillips brings the ball in, plays the cross into the penalty box where there are Leeds shirts. Strauch's amongst those waiting. Cooper tees it up for Rafinha! To goal for 2-2.
Was there any doubt when it comes back to Rafinha on his left foot? You know where it's going, into the back of the net.
It was beautiful like crazy. But the game ended in a 2-2 draw. I expected a draw there. Yeah, I'm not surprised by the draw. Leeds still haven't won a game. At least they have a point, unlike some other teams like Arsenal. Oh, Aston Villa, they were playing against Newcastle. Yeah, they won the game 2-0. Danny Ings, man, did you see his first goal? Wow, fantastic bicycle kick. And then there was this foul that was done by Martinez. And I'm thinking, how the hell was he not sent off? I mean, absolutely clattered Callum Wilson. I'm sure as hell, if he was playing for Arsenal, that would have been a red. Thank God for him, he does not play at Arsenal, so he did not go off. So, yeah, he kinda evil. Then with the last game, we had Brighton versus Watford. Brighton, again, they're playing good football, man. Hey, Graham Potter is doing some things there. Yeah, so they beat Watford 2-0. Then on Sunday, we had Manchester United up against Southampton. We were thinking, these guys will clap Southampton. I mean, they beat these guys 9 goals at Old Trafford last season. I think the last game that they played together. Before that, they had made a comeback against the Saints. From 2-0 down at halftime to winning 3-2. So I was thinking, easy win for Man United, not so much. Bruno was missing in action. He was absolutely cluttered in that game, always looking up for the referee in kama ni anko yake. The game ended in a 1-1 draw. Greenwood with the equalizer for Man United. Now he has 2-2. Pogba with the assist. Now he has 5 assists. Not bad. But yes, I expect Manchester United to beat Southampton. They did not. Wasiwengi, of course, we had either Bruno Fernandes or Mo Salah as our FPL captain. Man, none of them came through. None of them. FPL game week 2 ni want to forget. I just managed to get past an average score, above an average score. It was close. Then of course we had Wolves playing against Spurs. Wolves were beaten 1-0. Nuno Espirito Sanchez going back to Molineux and coming out with 3 points. Of course, courtesy of a penalty. Dele Alli with I think the first goal he scored for Spurs during how long in the Premier League. But yeah, 1-0 is not needed. Then, of course, the last one we had Arsenal versus Chelsea, and we all know how that happened. Yesterday, we had West Ham versus Leicester City. Now, I learned something yesterday. West Ham is the only team that did a double over Leicester last season. Seems like they picked up from where they left. They won that game 4-1. Antonio again on the score sheet. This time he had 2 goals and an assist. And there was a guy who had Antonio as a captain. I should have made him my FPL captain, man. Ben Rama also got a goal and an assist. West Ham are looking like a well-gelled squad. You know, they have not even signed players. Just signed. As in they're just okay the way they are. And honestly, they have quality players. I mean, Suchek, Declan Rice in the middle of the pack. Good players. Antonio, do I need to mention about Antonio? They still have Ben Rama. Ben Rama is going to be he's going to be a heck of a player this season. I'm sure their teams will be looking at him come summer. Walai. They'll be looking at him. He's a good player. So they won the game 4-1. I mean, of course, Leicester City were given a red card. I think it's Ayoze Perez. Yeah, people be like, not a red card, unfair. I feel it was a red card, that one, if you ask me. So it is what it is there. And yes, of course, being red carded, being 10 man in the first half, hiyo ni recipe ya kupigwa. And they got absolutely clattered. And one guy who was also clattered is Sionku. Sionku, he had a long 90 minutes. Kufanya howler, being boxed out by Antonio. That's a game he's looking forward to forgetting. Even though I'm sure he won't. And about sana ni game ya pili, very crucial. You know, but West Ham again, they're going to be a side that you could be looking at this time around thinking, we have to keep a close eye on those guys. Now, Tusker have finally clinched the KPL League, man, the KPL title. They won it this weekend by beating Bidco United 2-0. I'm so excited. I'm a Tusker fan. I think I've said that all throughout the season. I'm excited to see them lift it again after 5 years of waiting. The last time Tusker won the KPL was in 2016, and they beat Gor Mahia. Gor Mahia had won it in the last 5 years. But do you know where Gor Mahia finished? Gor Mahia finished 8th in the KPL standings. Crazy. It's like Man City finishing 8th this season after winning the Premier League last season. Crazy, right? So Tusker, of course, well done, guys. Absolutely proud of you. Come on, you Brewers. 2011 next season. And next season, tutatesa vibaya sana because you're doing some good signings. So keep an eye on Tusker. You might be dominating the KPL League in the next 2 years. Then, of course, Ligue 1. we had some violence going on between the Nice and Marseille game. It was actually called off. It was abandoned. I think Nice were leading the game 1-0. My fans were Nice banner. Hey, Vurugu too. So they were throwing bottles at, what do you call this guy? Dimitri Payet. And he could not take it, and he threw one back, and that was the beginning of everything. The beginning of the end. And the fans just stormed to the pitch, and they clattered and had a heck of a fight. Went on for like a whole 2-3 minutes. It was crazy. Actually, the game had to be called off. So that game did not go on. You could see, what do you call it? Genduzi. Kanapenda vita sana kam guys. Kalikuwa kameshikwa shingo huku, he was all red and shit at the neck. On the neck, after the game, it's absolutely insane. Messi did not play, I think, when PSG were playing. I think the next game is when he's going to be playing for PSG. They'll be playing at home, if I'm not wrong. So he might be featuring that game. He didn't feature when they were playing, I think, on Friday. He didn't. Serie A kicked off. Inter Milan continued from where they left last season. They won 4-0 against Genoa. Edin Dzeko scoring on his debut, league debut for what do you call it? League debut for Inter Milan. So, someone's calling me. So, yeah, that was good enough. Other guys who actually kind of continued from where they left, because they had a very stop-start kind of season last season, is Juventus. Now, Juventus were playing against Udinese away from home, and guess what? They did not win. Yeah. From 2-0 up, walishuka 2-2 draw. Cristiano came from the bench, scored a heck of a goal, thought he had gotten the 3 points for Juventus, took off his shot celebrating. But VAR had other idea, so it was called off. 2-2 draw. Teams like AS Roma also won. Tammy Abraham, but they coming in and getting 2 assists on his debut. That's how to start. That's how to start a league. That's how to start a season. So he's having a good. Maybe he's gonna have a very good time under Mourinho, most likely. Napoli also won. They won 2-0 against. Is it Venezia? Some team which has a crazy name. And Milan won yesterday against Sampdoria. AC Milan. Yeah. All right, so that's what's up. That's how the cookie has scrambled over the week. Let's check what's going to be popping. Also, we're going to be having a Twitter space tonight. I'm going to be calling it Extra Digest. All right, most likely tonight, yes. Leo kuna Carabao Cup games, but who cares about Carabao? The big game is happening tomorrow between Arsenal and West Bromwich. So we're going to be having a Twitter space tonight, just looking at extra stuff that happened over the week as far as Premier League goes, and maybe a bit of Serie A and Ligue 1 and La Liga. All right. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to this one, to our channel. Check out our pages on Instagram and Facebook. Football Digest K. That's our name everywhere. Have a fantastic week.